Hello everyone, welcome back to my J Bird. And this is game 49 of Battle of the Boxes. In remembering 1976 into 1977, with no help, no assistance whatsoever, no memorization, I just play the game to bot 1600. And going back to 1977, everything I'm telling you is the truth. It's no made up crazy stories or anything like that, because this is the way I play chess back then, and still to this day, this is the way I still play chess. Yes, I do some other of the openings, and nobody told me how to play chess whatsoever. Nobody. Everything I did on my own by myself, I did it. But I needed more chess theory to know more strategic things, tactics, those kind of things. But the opening, I create it myself and move my pieces around and play the game, and that's it. Now I do pick up some things along the way and try to remember them, but not memorize them, but just try to remember, like, okay, I can do this or I can do that, and remember I think I did this or that, and things like that. And this is bot 1600, and like I said, I'm naming these names this year or last year into this year. They didn't have names back then, but I'm naming my openings, some of my moves, or in the opening or in the middle of the game openings, what have you. Okay, let's get this started with B3, D5, B2, F6, D3, C6, E3, E5, D2, G4. And I'm kind of thought was going to go in the knight's bird, maybe the knight's queen, bring the queen up, or or go there. Maybe throw the knight over here. Usually it's the queen here with this bishop here, and it's the knight's queen, and we castle. But this game's a little bit different. This 1600 bot is aggressive, man. I played it today even. Now this game was back a while now, but it's still the same way. This 1600 bot's still the same thing. It's crazy. It's aggressive. It's tough. I mean, this is harder than the 1800. It's strange how this bot plays. Now, after G4, I go F3, E6, C3, C5, push up D4, E7, C2, castle, and now I castle. Now this castle here, now back in the day when I was playing and I would castle and then things would start looking like this, he would come up and say, hey, look at that. And sometimes they were bigger than this. There was more pieces. He said, oh, look at that. I said, what? And all those pieces like that and everything else. And I do remember this. I do remember this. He says, yeah, that's really powerful. But anyway, this one's called the Rook Knight King Crown Nightbird Split. This is what this one is, because you got the Nightbird split here and the Rook Knight and the King's Crown. Okay, so let's go on. There's a couple varieties of this. After castle E8, I push up H3. So I kind of got, part of the Jaybird here. I had to move my pawns according to what was going on, keeping my theory, but yet at the same time trying to watch over everything, because like I said, the 1600's tough, man. After H3, D8, G4. I push on this side because my king's over here, his king's over here. We attack. It's like 90% of the time it's like this, really, or it should be. After G4, D4 takes, D4 takes. I take because I want to keep my strong side and split it, and now force my way through this way. This was my whole intent, not to go open this up, but close it. After D4 takes, D6, D3, F4, E2, D6, push F4, H5, F5, C8, G5, D7, F6. I want to open it up. What is he? Let's see what happens. After F6, he takes F6. See, to me, that's a bad move. I don't think he should have took that move. After F6 takes F6, takes F6. Okay, maybe he got pawns out of it, but I open him up. I'll give up some pawns and try to get some position. After F6 takes, B1. I'm planning on bringing my pieces now. I got to bring them out now and start heading down this way. After B1, H8, C1, E6, E1, A6, F1, G8, F4. He goes down, G2, takes D6, takes D6, H2, G8, and he's got four big ones. Oh no, 4, 6, 3, 6, 3, 4, 5 pawns, 3. He's winning, but I'm snugged away to look real nice here with my king-o. See? You see, he's up a pawn, but hey, any day of the week, man, if I can give up a pawn and have my king snuffed away like this, look at this. Put away, and his out split open like this here. Semi-open, not totally, but after G8, F4, F8, takes E6. What I take? A bishop. Yeah, I want to trade down. Oh, yeah. After E6 takes, E6 takes. Yes, E6 takes, E6 takes. And now open the gap. Open it further yet. I love it. I love this. But let's see, what kind of weakness did I get? After it takes E6, G2, E5, takes G8, takes G8, takes E5, takes E5, F5, G1, E2, F7, B2, G5, D2. Look at this. Amazing. A late knight's queen. Look at that. Look how I played nice. This is good. You get things like this in the beginning and you get things like this in the end. I think this is a good sign. After D2, G3, E7. Oh, before I go on any further, today I saw Stockfish in Alpha Zero, and looks like Stockfish went into my knight's queen kind of early in the opening. I don't think it was even in the middle. Maybe just the opening, or just maybe a move or two after an opening, maybe. But it was cool, man. I said he still lost, but that was awesome. It was awesome to see my kind of game going on deep. Okay, after E7, D6, takes D6, takes D6, and now look, pawn island, pawn island, pawn island. Still nice and tight here. Big pieces are even. Let's see. After D6 takes, F1. Now, be careful here. Be careful. This is really cool. I had to think about this. After F1, he goes E4. I know I don't take it. I'm not helping him. After E4, I go E3. He goes G7, C8, F2, takes B7, takes H3, takes A7. I don't care. I knew all that, and I knew I had time. Look, there's a white space here and a white space here. I knew I can get back in time somewhere to get this. After A6 takes, F4, F1, G4, F5, G6, E3. I had to go back. A6. I know I can come back. I'm going to end up sacrificing. I knew this already. But look at this. After a6, h4, c8, h3, h3 takes, h3 takes. Now the pawn push. a4, f5. Nope, take it. Don't let that knight over there. Take f5, take f5, a5, e4, a6, f4, a7, check d3, a3, and I double check. Can he get me checks? Nope. Okay, after a3, d4. Nope, take it, d4. Now he has no more pawns. d4 takes, queen, a8, e5, c8, e4, b4, f4. We want to get this other pawn up. b5, e4, b6, d5, b7, c6, d7, c5, c7, d5, a4, b8. He knows it's crunch time. After b8, takes b8, c6, check, c8, d5, b8, e4, d8, f5, e8, g5, e3, h6, and that's game right there. Okay, let's back it up real quick. And this is the way I played back in 1977. It was short-lived, though. I don't think it was more than a year. Maybe a year, year and a half. I'm not sure. I know it went into 78, but I'm 79. I think it was over. Because I remember this one summer, the whole time, I wasn't going to go see Jay Bird no more. And I thought, well, maybe not, but then, nope. And it was slipping away. And then even into the next summer, I kept slipping away. And next thing you know, it's gone. Until 2010. I might have played a couple games here and there with somebody, but nothing serious, in my 30s. But in 2010, I got into it no more than a year, 6 month, 8 month, whatever it was, to beat Deep Fritz 8, played a game. I wasn't into making a big story, with what I did when I did in 77 and all that. I wasn't thinking like that. I was just trying to beat the best program in the market there was, because I knew I could play some chess, and now here I am back into chess again, and it feels like I'm getting tired of playing. I'm starting to lose. Feels like I'm starting all over again, but I have a lot of database to go through yet. I got to record and do and bring it to you. So I'll have a line of series coming up after this one, Remembering Jay Bird. So I'm trying to tell you the best to my ability what happened back then. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we'll have some more Battle of the Boxes.